latest fuckery and news. So without further ado, let's get into the first story of today. The podcaster Taxstone is finally headed to trial for the alleged murder of Troy Ave's bodyguard. Former podcaster Taxstone will finally stand trial for allegedly murdering a man during a fight inside of Irving Plaza in New York in May of 2016. Tax was supposed to stand trial for murder last year, but the case was pushed back multiple times due to the havoc of coronavirus has wreaked on the judicial system. Taxstone, born Darrell Campbell, was involved in a deadly feud with fellow Brooklynite Troy Ave. Their beef reached its height when they ran across each other backstage May 25th, 2016, before a performance that was supposed to be headlined by Atlanta rapper T.I. Taxstone and Troy Ave began to brawl while rappers like Mano, Uncle Murder, and Casanova stood nearby. A weapon was drawn and the two men fought over the gun. Troy Ave was shot in the leg and 3 other people were wounded after being struck by gunfire. Troy Ave's bodyguard Ronald Banger McFadder was shot and killed. Shotgun surveillance footage caught Taxstone fleeing from the green room area as Troy Ave fired off shots inside the crowded venue as bystanders stood by in terror. The feds say Taxstone received a Caltech 9mm semi-automatic handgun from outside the state of New York between October 2015 and May 25, 2016. A prior felony conviction made it federal crime for Taxstone to possess a firearm. As he has now admitted, he illegally carried a semi-automatic handgun into Irving Plaza music venue that night. Ronald McFadder was shot and killed. Therefore, the 3 others were wounded. Taxstone has also already pleaded guilty to receiving a firearm in the interstate commerce with the intent to commit another felony of possessing a firearm after previously being a convicted felon. So, let's talk about this for a moment. First and foremost, I just want to say I miss Taxstone, man. I miss his presence. I miss his actual hold that he had on the podcast game. Taxstone was coming up when podcasts was just now blowing up and people was just now starting to find who the podcasters that they like and enjoyed and their perspectives and opinions on things. And he rose to stardom, if you say, in the podcasting game. And he had his own lane, and that's what was so special about it, because Taxstone came from the streets and the hip-hop side of things, but he gave such a, I don't want to say blueprint, but he just had such an outlook coming from the streets on his certain takes and opinions, and that's what made people gravitate to his podcast in the first place. And like I said in the article, he's already pleaded guilty to having an illegal firearm. I'm not for sure how many years that they have to have in New York. I know it's a minimum. I think it's either 2 years or 4 years if you get caught with a firearm in New York. So him pleading guilty to that is kind of a good thing, because he's already been serving time in jail already, awaiting trial. I think he up to 4 or 5 years already. So if he do get 4 or 5 years for that gun, just alone on the weapon, he can get time served. Now, to get to the alleged murder of Troy Ave's bodyguard, I really don't see how he's gonna beat that aspect of the case unless he has some good lawyers, which I know he still good friends with Charlemagne. He has a lot of other people that still fuck with him and hold him down. Miko Grimes, the wife of NFL player Brent Grimes. So he got some money behind him to get some good lawyers to maybe try to come up with some kind of defense to get him out on this. I don't know if he's gonna try the self-defense card or what, but I don't think he could really use the self-defense card if you brought the illegal firearm to the club in the first place and somebody resulted in dying. So I don't really know how his lawyer's gonna play that, but that's why they get paid the big bucks. But what do you think? Do you think Taxstone is gonna go down for this murder in the end, or do you think Taxstone can somehow come out clean and become a free man? And let me know, did you ever listen to the Taxstone podcast? Do you miss Taxstone? Do you hate Taxstone? Let me know down in the comments. But like I always say, this your boy Boss. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when your boy drop a new video. It's your boy Boss. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.